And I did not start this at Sylvia Beach, but as it turns out, I think I found the ending. But let me share with you the beginning. So this is a work in progress. I have not read this to anyone yet. I haven't even proofread it yet, so this is really dangerous and probably stupid to read this. But this is a true story. And I don't have a title yet, so I won't give you one. So I'll just launch right in. I got lost on the way to the funeral home. Sure, I was disoriented and dislodged by grief, but truth be told, I easily lose my bearings. You know that guy making a left-hand turn from the right-hand lane? Yeah, that's me. Of course, I'd forgotten to bring the numbers, so I somehow ended up navigating backcountry roads outside of Portland's much-lauded urban growth boundary. The bucolic Oregon farmland as serene and open as my mind was panicked and congested. I'm going to be late. I can't be late. I'll need to apologize. What should I say? My mother just died. Surely they'll understand. Suppose they don't understand. What do I do? Where am I? Holy shit, is that a cow? This can't be right. The funeral home woman did understand, handing me my mother's cremains in a plastic box inside a black gift bag, the kind you use when you're too lazy to wrap a present. I asked for directions, put my mother in the car, and promptly got lost again. In the weeks that followed, I tried leaving the box inside, but every time I left the house, I heard my mother's voice chirp, "Where are you going? Can I come too?" Like a little girl hoping that I'll stop for ice cream. After all, this was a woman who moved 81 times in 69 years. Life is a journey, she'd say. You need to get out to experience it. So I couldn't bear to leave her at home, even if I was just embarking on such exciting adventures as going to Goodwill. My mother loved Goodwill, relishing the thrill of the hunt and the conquest of finding a bargain. Eventually, I took to leaving her in the front seat of the car, belting the box in place so a sudden stop wouldn't scatter my mother all over the floor. Megan hated seatbelts. Not wearing one had saved her life 30 years earlier, sending her flying through the driver's window before the Pontiac flipped over on top of her, pinning her underneath and killing her 19-year-old roommate, Ellen, who was in the passenger seat. Over the years, my mother's explanation of what happened grew more elaborate and improbable, but I spoke with her less than 2 months after she got off morphine, so I remember the story when it was fresh. It was February vacation of 1979, and I flew up to Boston from Jersey to see her. Stepping out of the jetway at Logan Airport, I discovered that she was the skinniest I'd ever seen her. Just 100 pounds on her 5'2.5" frame, her hips narrow like a boy's, but her shoulders still wide from a childhood spent swimming in the bracing New England waters.